Hi, my name is Gareth McCluskey and I am the founder of FARMERSTRENGTH. This video is for anyone who is experiencing low back pain, low back tightness, and sciatic issues. A brief history about this. I myself had sciatica in 2019-2020, and through these exercises I managed to figure out some relief for myself and eventually how to cure sciatic. It does take time, it takes patience, and it takes a lot of repetition to get rid of sciatic and to ease lower back pain. In today's world, where we live in sedentary lifestyles, we're sitting in the adult fetal position a lot. We sleep in the fetal position, so our hip flexors and back are bearing the brunt of the pain. All right, so let's get started with some of these exercises I've got for you today. All right, so the first thing we're going to start with is just a simple rock. So I want you to get on all fours. You're going to take your knees hip width apart. You can point your toes, hands underneath the shoulders, and all we're going to do is try to get our glutes back till our heels. We're going to rock back and forth. Traditionally, I like to do this about 20 times, just to get a full range of motion. And this starts to give you some back relief as you start to get some movement through that area. So again, just rocking back and forth 10 to 20 times, and then just adding your breath to it. So taking a big deep breath in and exhaling. Just a gentle rock back and forth. Again, getting the glutes back to the heels, operating with a full range of motion. All right, the next step, you do need some equipment for it, so like a rolled up towel, cloth is great to give you an idea of what we're trying to achieve with this exercise. So what I'd like you to do is get on the ground in the bridge position. You're going to put the towel underneath your lower back. We're going to bend our knees, we're going to push our toes upwards, okay? And what we're trying to achieve here is we're trying to tuck our tailbone. So you can see my tailbone tuck up underneath. And what I'm trying to do is just drive my lower back down into the ground. The reason why I use the towel is because when you drive the lower back into the ground, you're squeezing the abdomen, and it's hard to actually pull the towel out of there, okay? So again, what I like to do is I like to drive my lower back into the ground, hold it for 10 seconds. You can check how hard you're holding just by pulling on the towel, and release. And I like to repeat that 3 to 5 times. So again, I'm driving my lower back down into the ground, holding for 10 seconds, and then releasing. Again, driving down into the ground. I can check my towel right here, and releasing. Okay, after driving my lower back down into the floor, what I like to do next is a simple frog pump exercise. That way I'm achieving some glute activation, and I'm also getting a stretch through my hips. So I like to put the soles of my feet together. I'm on my back again. And what I'm going to do from this position is I'm going to wrap up, and I'm going to give my glutes a good squeeze, and down again, up and squeeze, down again, up and squeeze, down again, up and squeeze, down, up, squeeze, and down. When I do the frog pump, I do like to get about 20 repetitions in before I start getting into the opening of the lower back and the rotational stretching where I find I start getting the most relief, or I got the most relief in the past. So just to revisit the frog pump, soles of the feet together, okay, on your back. I like to close my fists, and I like to squeeze everything up. Okay. Yeah, the first rotational stretch that I began with is the open book stretch. I found this would give me pretty much instant relief when the sciatic was at its worst. There is advancements on this, but this is where I strongly suggest you start. So in order to get the open book, we're just going to lay back. We're going to pull our knees up into our chest. Okay, I call it put our arms in the guard position. All right, and then we're going to roll over on our side. We're going to extend our arms out straight, and we are going to relax everything. When it comes to the lower back and the hips, we most certainly want to relax our jaw. So make sure you're carrying no tension in the jaw. Make sure your head is fully relaxed. When we're in this position, what we are going to do next is we're going to extend our arm above our head in an arc shape, and we're going to open up our book. Okay, and what you find is you will be able to see how tight your body is depending on your arm position. So some folks may only get to here, some folks will get to here, just depending on how flexible you are. When you're in this position, the key part is breath work. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a big inhale. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and then you exhale, and you will feel your body begin to open up. Right? Never ever force a stretch. You want to breathe for a stretch. Okay? So when you're in this position, I don't want you forcing your shoulder or hand to the floor. I want you to breathe and let gravity do the work itself. So again, I'll show you. I'm going to take a big deep breath in. And as I exhale, you can see my arm come to the floor. So traditionally, it will take you 5 to 6 times, holding your breath for 5 seconds at a time, to get your body to eventually start opening up. And the further it opens, the more relief you will find you start getting through your lower back. So once you've done one side, what you're going to do next is you're going to get on your back again in the guard position, arms in the guard position. We're going to come over the opposite side. Arm comes above the head. We're going to open out. We take a big deep breath in. We hold it. And we breathe. Again, a minimum of 5 to 6 times per side, but feel free to hang out there longer and just checking on the key points, making sure the jaw is relaxed, the face is relaxed, the neck is relaxed when you're trying to open up the body. So as I began to open my back, the next thing I wanted to do was strengthen it. So what works terrific is a red resistance band. So banded cat-cows, I found, help me actually feel a really good stretch, but also build strength and a range of motion through that lower back. So what I like to do is just hook the band around my thumbs, and I position it around my lower back. All right. So sorry, you can fix it so it's connected to your thumbs like this. So again, around my lower back, and from here I will get on all fours, okay, and I let the band pull my belly button towards the floor, okay, and I let my chin come up. So when I'm in this position, I like to attach the breath to it again. So it's an inhale, and then I exhale and push my lower back against the band. I inhale, push my lower back against the band. Inhale and push my lower back against the band. Inhale and push my lower back against the band. I like to do 15 to 20 reps of that. And of course, as the lower back gets stronger and the range of motion gets better, you can increase the band strength, move it up to the black, purple, and you definitely will begin to feel relief over a period of time. So with lower back pain and sciatic pain, set the distance long. You're looking at 6 months till a year of just getting that range of motion going through the back again. And just stick with these basic exercises to get you started, and look out for more videos coming from me. Okay, so the next stretch is the advancement on the open book stretch, the rotational stretch. This gets in way, way deeper and definitely gives a lot of relief on that sciatic pain. So what we want to do here is we want to lay back. We're going to put our ankle over, my right ankle over my left knee. Okay, I put my arm in the guard position, and then I'm bringing everything over. Now this is where it gets slightly complicated for folks. The goal is to bring this knee to the ground, and when the knee is on the ground, I'm going to use my opposing leg to lock this leg on the ground. So it's like I've got my legs tied up in a knot. Okay, so the body is designed in a beautiful way that we can actually just lock our own leg to the ground. So it's hard to lift this. My left leg wants to keep my right knee against the ground. So similar to the open book stretch, my arms are going to go out. Everything's going to be nice and relaxed, starting out with our jaw. And from here, we're just going to rotate around. Okay, and we're going to let that shoulder hang out again. All right. When we're in this position, we're going to take a big deep breath in. Hold our breath for 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5, breathe out. And we see the body start to open up again. Okay? Take a big deep breath in. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out. One more time, big deep breath in. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out. Okay, after that, I like to bring everything central. Okay, we untie our legs. We're going to crisscross the opposite side. Arms in the guard position. We bring our knee to the floor. Leg out straight. Open those arms out. And then we open up again and we let our breath do the work. So checking in with the jaw, the forehead, the crown of the head, making sure everything's nice and relaxed. Taking a big deep breath in. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out. Big breath in again. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. Big breath in. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out. So with this advanced stretch, I like to do 3 to 5 breaths each side. Once I come out of the stretch, you're going to feel everything move, and sometimes it feels a little uncomfortable. What I like to do is just spread my knees. I like to just wipe around my legs from side to side. So traditionally I do about 10 to 20 of these. And then I like to finish out with some eagles. So I just put my palms on the ground, put my knees up into my chest. I'm just going to sweep my legs from side to side now. 2, 3. And thank you for watching. I hope this clip can help you out. I know it worked for me. It helped me out a lot. I didn't require any sciatic surgery. All was required was consistency with these exercises and doing them daily until I got relief. I will include the workout in the notes below, in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my page, Farmer Strength, as I build my library of exercises. Thanks for watching.